are we all? It's a lovely Tuesday today. It's the night after. It's the day after the night before, even. And there was a race going on last night, which I'm going to do a race commentary on. Just checking my audio. Hopefully you can hear me. Yep. Okay. Turn the sound down. I'll check it in a minute. So we are at the ESR Monday Night Endurance League, and last night was at Spa, and we will do a flying lap so we can all get to grips with the circuit itself, and I'll take you through it from there. So here we go. Coming into the final chicane. I'll just double check my audio levels one more time. Yep, seems okay. Cool. And off we go. So, coming out of chicane, here we are on board with Nick Sargent. Coming down the start-finish straight to start another lap of this glorious circuit in the Ardennes. Up to turn 1, which is La Source. Nice tidy line there from Nick. Coming up to arguably one of the most famous and exciting corners on any race circuit. Eau Rouge here, turns 3, 4 and 5, which brings us up along to the Kemmel Straight. This Kemmel Straight, famous obviously in Formula 1 for the moment where Mika Häkkinen and Michael Schumacher raced each other side by side. At the top of the hill we have turns 7, 8, 9, which is a Lacune. Tricky little set of corners. Looks like Nick went pretty much flat out. That's at the top of the hill now. Then coming down the hill to Bruxelles, turn 10. Apologies if I get the pronunciations of these corners wrong. Oh, a little bit easy to go on that green stuff out there. That's AstroTurf on the right. It's easy to spin up up there. We're coming down now to turn 12, which is Buton. Again, apologies if that's said wrong. Glorious Ardennes countryside in the background there. About 3/4 of the way around down the circuit to Campas, turn 14. This now brings us into this is turn 15. And then another really, really lovely section of the track coming around its right hand to here as it comes into turn 17, which is Blanchimont. This is where the slowdown zones are for any penalties that we incur tonight. Hopefully you can go flat out through this section here. Oh, Nick just comes off. He's got the line slightly wrong, drifted wide. You can see getting us on the outside. Comes up to the final chicane, and that will bring you to a lap of Spa. Tricky little circuit at times, but it's always been a good fun. So before we crack on, just double check again one more time my audio to make sure everything was okay. Yep, there we go. Right, okay. Right, if my audio's too bad, let me know please so I can adjust it accordingly, but we shall go through the field. Let's just get up to the race options so we can have them all on. There we go. So we should go through the field in qualifying order. Now, schools on the doors is that basically it's a 1 hour endurance race. You have to have 2 sets of tyres, use 2 sets of tyres through the night, and the minimum amount of laps you can do on one set is 5 laps. So there will be pit stops. There is some sort of damage on. It's heavy. It's not terminal though. And it's basically off we go. So in first place after qualifying was STM Splash in an Alpha 155. It's a pretty much an Alpha dominated field, I have to say. In second we have God Gift John. You are going to get so much ribbing for that name, I have to admit. He's in an Alpha on racing mediums and Splash is on racing softs. Moz here in third place, again in another Alpha on Racing Soft. Chisinau 420 in an Alpha on Racing Mediums in fourth place. Incy here in fifth in another Alpha Racing Softs. Stu Shelton, I'll just call you Shelton because that would be hard to, that'd be a mouthful. Here in sixth place, again in an Alpha. ESR Begin, sorry, I should say, in a Subaru up in seventh place. B. Collins, I'm guessing maybe Ben, I don't know, Brian. We call you. You need to know what. Let me know what your first name is, mate. In eighth place. Some say he still has a poster of Trevor Brooking on his wall, and he does actually forever blow bubbles out of his arse. But all we know is his ESR Nick. And he was a corporal, but he's now a sergeant. So Nick Sargent here in ninth place in a McLaren. Yours truly in an Alpha on Racing Hards here in 10th. And Brian in another Alpha on Racing Hards back here in 11th place. So there's your field. We shall then crack on. And the lights are about to go out. And oh, there's a full start there. Full start there. Who was that? That was Chisholm. Oh dear. Full start. It's going to drop him all the way back to the rear of the track. Rear of the field. Oh, that Moz tries to squeak up the inside there. There's also God's gift. John gets a terrible wheel spin, but holds it into coming into straight. He's got to manage to keep it going in the right direction though. That's good. Oh no, go that way. That's the way I want to go. Sorry about the splash. As we come up to Oak Ridge for the first time, we have Splash. Managed to hang on to his pole position, being chased now by Incy. Down the Camel Straight, side by side. Everyone's squabbling around the back, and they all seem to have got through. Who's going to be the last of the late breakers here at the top of the hill? Oh, it looks like Incy's done a job into Lecombs. Let's go on board with Incy with the missed view. Here we go. Incy round the top, coming down to Brussels. Splash following behind. They've all got a bit of a gap already between them and Stu Shelton. Let's try not to pick too much. There we go. Look, three side by side coming down into turn 11. Someone got knocked off there. That looked like it was someone in the Toyota got knocked off. Yeah, that was Ben. Got knocked off and now been overtaken by Berserker in the other Alpha. Here's Berserker boy. Camera angle's not the greatest in this game at the moment. There we go. So here comes Berserker round Bouton. Got up from 8th. It's Chisinau who was at third on the grid. He's got back up into 10th. But we'll go back up to the guys in front. Incy's now coming around to, what was that, turn 16. Coming around for Blanchimont now. There's Splash all over the rear end. Always knows the Splash is making a move up to the right hand side. Here we are on board with Splash looking to the left. You can see Incy side by side through Blanchimont. Oh, Eddie Irvine, remember that place. So Eddie Irvine came off it. Oh, a bit of lag as well. Just for good measure. Splash got very wide. Had to bail out of it, which is just allowing Stu Shelton to catch up into the chicane. First revenue. Oh, God's gift, John got it horribly wrong there into the chicane. Let's have a quick look at that again, because there was a lot. Just misses the braking terribly. Gets a penalty for it. Just allows everyone else to come piling through. Oh, I can hear contact. I heard contact back then. Oh, we've got three drivers trying to get into the start of the chicane. Contact there between Chisinau and Moz. Only a little bit of contact. It's all good though. Yeah, everyone's cleaning through, but Moz has got a penalty. Who's that right behind? Brian's there. Oh, and someone spun it big time. God's gift. Back at the back of the field, have spun it up, trying to get it going. Here we go. Watch this again. Comes down the corner. Did he get on the AstroTurf? No, just too damn quick. It's still trying to get under control, but there we go. So let's go back up. Oh no, let's not go back up. Chisinau cuts up the inside of Berserker Boy into turn 1 and La Source. Nice clean move there from the teammates. all kicking off at the back. So we'll just go back up up the front. Coming up the top of the hill comes Incy in first place. Splash is in second. Stu Shelton is in third now. Alpha 1, 2, 3 coming up the Kemmel Straight. Biggin back here in fourth. Nick is up here into fifth place in the McLaren. Reaching about 145 miles an hour at the top of the hill. Oh, there's a right beautiful bum fight here now. There comes the gap with Chisnev. Ben, I'm going to call you Ben. It seems right. Ben Collins, you know, for the stick. In seventh place, coming down. Berserker's in eighth. Good clean driving for everyone. Berserker's hanging on to. Oh goodness me! I wish the camera would be a bit better. There we go. On board now with Moz, looking at the back of Berserker. Moz higher up. Oh, someone's come off the yellow flag. Someone's had an incident, and it looks like it was our beloved leader Nick. Let's go on board with Nick as he comes down here through Bruxelles, coming down the hill, gets it wide, hits the AstroTurf as I mentioned before, spins it up into the barrier, smashes the front and the front left of the wheel. Oh, disaster for Nick. Can he spin it around and get it going again? He's back on track. God's Gift just gets past him, but that's pushed Nick all the way back. Oh dear. For next. In the meantime, back up front, here we are with Incy now coming through campus. Still bringing SDM Splash with him. Has not managed to break away from him. I would like to say the Alphas sound good, but they don't. They really do sound like superpower hair dryers. I have to say, they've got the noise of them terribly wrong. Nice view here of Incy carrying around Blanchimont into the chicane. For the end of lap 2. Big gap now between Incy here, Splash and Stu Shelton. Alpha 1, 2, 3 coming down the start finish straight again. It's Splash is Stu. Here comes Big Yin in fourth. Big gap now between the drivers. Chisnev's, after being last after the full start at the beginning of the race, has got his way back up to fifth. Great driving here, and he's also on racing medium, so it's not to do with having racing softs. Oh, he's lagging all over the place. Ben Collins in the Toyota is up to 6, and then everyone else starts to stream through after that. We've got Brian here in 7th now. Moz is up into 8th. Berserker Boy with a penalty. I remember getting that penalty. What it was, I avoided contact in the chicane, went wide and got half a second penalty for my troubles. Up the top of Rouge down the Kemmel Straight. Then there's a bit of a gap between Berserker and God Gift John, who's not doing God any favours by now at the moment by being back in 10th place. If this is his Greek, I guess he's smashing those plates in frustration at being so far back. And then the Hammer Games Nick back here in 11th. So the race settled down now. The fastest lap has been done by Splash 2:29. We'll check on that later. Looked like someone though, there's a bit of a change up here. Here we go, back up to the top. So, just have a quick drinks break while we carry on. So Incy and Splash now starting to pull away. Purple sector time there from Incy. Coming round through Blanchimont. See, can I see times? Is it going to give me the times? No, it's not going to give me times. I'm trying to find. Used to be able to see the timings and everything, but here we go. So Incy still being harassed from Splash. 1-2. Also start to look at the fuel and the tyres. You've got Intias, Racing Softs, doing pretty well to manage those tyres on lap 4 already. The Racing Softs do go down obviously quicker than the other compounds, and he's only got through a quarter of a tank. It's very identical there to Splash. Same again, Racing Softs down about a smidge and a quarter of a tank. Stu Shelton now dropping off the front 2. Coming through Eau Rouge on racing mediums. Biggin still in 4th place, but he's on racing hards. He's doing well to keep that car in 4th place. And Chisholm now is really on a charge. Let's go on board with Chisholm. Or maybe not, because he's lagging a bit, but hey ho. Trying to catch up to Biggin, the Alpha engine. Doing all it can up the top of the hill. I also found the gearing of the Alpha a bit weird. At times for the straights I just couldn't get enough rev to get the car up into 6th gear. I tended to put it up into 6th gear when I wanted to fuel save though, so it's a difficult situation. Oh, look at the lag, Chisholm. I know it's not your fault, mate, but it's still awkward. And as you can see on the track map down there, the field's starting to string out a little bit now. Here we are, Ben in the Toyota. I think that's a Toyota Celica. Is that it? Am I right? I think it is. He's wobbling all over the place a little bit. It comes around into Piton. Everyone's settling down nicely into the race. Moz back here in 7th. Brian got up from last place. He was his last in the grid, Brian. He's now up into 8th. On home turf is Brian. God's Gift John is right on Brian's case though. Let's have a watch of this battle. God's Gift trying to look up the inside here of Brian, and he's done it. Wow, at turn 16 already before Bushman. Oh, there's a yellow flag. There's a yellow flag. Someone's off. Oh no, I can see who that is. Biggin, what happened to Biggin? He's got damage as well. Disaster for Biggin. He was doing so well. Comes around, gets it on the AstroTurf, spins it up. Oh, nice power slide, slams it in. This is the front bumper. Nice 360 there in the grass. Oh, and keeps going off the side. Wow. Gets out of the way there of God's Gift and Brian trying to fight. Here comes Berserker Boy. Trying to catch up. Can he get past Big Ian as well? Can Berserker just eased off a little bit? Berserker is bringing Nick right with him. Here we go. Right at the back of the field is still nice and tight. Oh, nice move there. Oh, nice move there from Nick. Berserker Boy goes through. Oh, Nick gives Berserker a little touch. Big Yin gets onto the AstroTurf, but they all keep it pointing the same way with Berserker going. Berserker Boy going to make a move on Big Yin into turn 1. No, thinks better of it, but that might just allow the door for Nick to come through. Oh, Berserker's got a beautiful drive there out of turn 1. Gets it back up to 9th. So it's all changing around. As we go back up front, Incy still can't shake off Splash, and you can see the tyre wear of those racing softs really going to be coming into effect soon. Splash been harassing, it's probably been fuel saving like a fury, but yet, oh look, only a little bit of difference in the fuel there. Still following, breathing in the alpha fumes of Incy in front. Stu Shelton having a little bit of a quiet race on his own at the moment, on racing mediums. Chisholm is now up into 4th place, and he's bringing Moz and Ben Collins with him. Let's go back with Ben. I don't know if your first name's Ben. I'm going to say it again. I don't know if your first name's Ben. It should be Ben, because obviously I'm thinking Ben Collins is stick on board here. Is that a Toyota? Can someone confirm? Is this a Toyota Celica? I think it is. Oh, it's a Nismo. Nissan Celica there. Is it? Oh, I can see Nismo on the steering wheel. Someone tell me what type of car this was. I wasn't sure. Nissan Celica, I'm guessing. Oh, nice run there from Moz. He's pulled away now from Ben. And these boys have got a little fight of their own coming through Blanchemont. I have to say, this, whatever car this is, sounds a lot better than the Alpha. Coming up to finish lap 5. Sounds like a proper race car, this one, compared to the Alpha. It doesn't it? It really does. No, a little bit wide on the second apex there was Ben. I don't know, Ben. I'm going with Ben still. To complete lap 6. So let's just have a run through of who's this? Ince's picked up a penalty now. Where did he pick up that penalty? It must be. Here we go. I think Ince's gone very wide. Oh, he's dropped. Splash, big time. What happened to Splash? So let's go back. A couple of things going on here. So here comes Splash through turn 16 on the approach up to Blanchemont. Splash. Oh, he's going to get a wiggle on. Just holds it, but that's all it needed for Ince now to pull the gap between himself and Splash. Is that going to allow where's Stu? Nope, not quite there. So we go back up here with Ince. Fatigue already set in for these drivers. We're only 12 minutes in. Ince comes up to the final chicane. Got a feeling he's already got it. So he must have drifted too wide here. Yep, all four wheels. Yep, all four wheels on the AstroTurf. That's going to give him, that was what it was. There we go. He gets the penalty even before he gets to the chicane. Coming around the hairpin for the end of lap 5, starting lap 6. There we go. Ince with a half-second penalty. Front tyres. Look at that. Going down, is nearly down to half tank. Coming up to La Source. We've got Ince then. Still in first place with Splash. Second, Stu's caught up. Stu's with the issues of the two guys in front with a penalty, and Splash, getting it wrong, has closed the gap. But oh, I wish this game would give me the timings. It did in GT Sport. It did in GT Sport. Why can't it give me the race timings and the race map and all that? Top of Eau Rouge. Oh, it sounds gorgeous, doesn't it, coming up through the countryside. Chisney's just got to the top of Eau Rouge. Moz is now up to 5th place. Still got the... What is that? What is that? Oh, I don't know. Anyway, Ben here in 6th. God Gift John is on his own in 7th. Big Yin has recovered, is still keeping up in 8th place. Nick is back up to 9th, but he's brought Berserker Boy with him. Nice little fight back here. This is the closest battle on the circuit at the moment. We're 14 minutes in. It might start getting a few pit stops coming in now. There's going to be a lot of different strategies going on board here with Nick. So Big Ian looking back here to Nick. Nick's not got on a good drive there. Coming down to Bouton. Nick's tyres. Nick's racing soft tyres. Nearly half done, half cooked. And he can't. Nick's McLaren just can't pull away now from Berserker Boy's Alpha. Here we are with Berserker Boy. I think Berserker Boy can smell blood ahead. Even though Berserker Boy's on the controller, look, they're racing hard, tyres are working well for him, barely any wear and tear. And he's managing to hold on to the McLaren in front. Oh, Berserker's got a nice drive here. He's gaining on Nick. There's a bumper cam. Can Berserker Boy get in the toe and get up to Nick? Here's on Nick into the chicane. Can he do anything about it? No, the legs of the McLaren starting to pull away. See, Berserker Boy already fuel saving up into 6, even though revs weren't really doing it for him. Oh, Nick's gone deep. Nick's gone deep into the... Gets the braking late. Berserker Boy's trying to go around the outside. There we go. And he takes it Nick cleanly through the chicane. Good drive there from Berserker Boy. Back up to 9th. Nick's really struggling on his racing softs now. They are shredded. Absolutely shredded. Oh, Berserker gets in a little bit wider into La Source. Can Nick now? Let's go aboard. Let's go for cockpit view. Here we go. One of the best cockpit views in the game, I have to say, from the McLaren. It just looks superb. Up through Eau Rouge. Oh, they're wobbling about. Nick's got a nice run here though. Oh, he's drifted a bit wide. Gets it back. Comes past Berserker at the top of Eau Rouge. Oh, but he's got a penalty. He did go too wide. Looking back. So that penalty is scrubbed off now in the slowdown zone around Blanchimont. But Berserker Boy is going to be fighting back. He's coming back at Nick. Through the cab. Oh, Nick was slow there. Berserker Boy gave Nick a little nudge saying, come on Nick, hurry up. Nice battle. I want to go back up front and just see what happens around here. Go cockpit view for Berserker Boy, 007. Coming down now to Pouton. Strange corner, you feel like you can go faster than you can, but there we go. I was about to say, take it slow in, fast out, and that's exactly what Berserker just did to Nick there. Nice move again from Berserker Boy. Right, back up front. Let's see what's going on with the boys in the lead of the race. Look at Ince's tyres. Oh, he's been caught again by Splash. They're back. Oh, he's gone very wide. He might get another penalty. Is Ince going to get another penalty? Coming into chicane. Yes, he is. He's got another penalty. He's struggling big time on those tyres, and finally he comes into the pits. 17 minutes on Racing Sauce. And while we have a pit stop, I'm going to have a quick drinks break. So here we are with Ince's pit crew. Fresh set of boots, Michelin's I believe, with his crew ready and waiting for him to eventually bring it in. Here we go, overhead cam. Tyres coming off, back on they go. In goes the fuel. So he's gone from racing softs. What's his second choice of tyres? He's back on racing softs. So he's gonna, it's a 2. Or is he? Why is it? There we go. It's finally gone back to. Here we go. So here's Nick. So he's gone from racing softs first stint, racing softs second stint. So looks like Ince will be doing a 2-stop strategy. In the meantime, here's Nick coming into the pits. Nice close-up view there of his front left pit crew. So Nick started on racing softs. Filling up with fuel. You can see he's got through more fuel there than Ince did. Ince stood out about half a tank. Nick's been a bit more thirsty, so Nick is going back on out in racing medium. So he's made a second tyre choice change. Right, so that's just now allowed then Splash up into first place. On his own for the first time. Stu Shelton still cruising around in second. Chislev had a great race, but say jump started, was at the back of the field by turn 1, and has got up through the field really cleanly. Morris is back behind him on racing softs as well, so I've got a feeling the racing soft boys are all going to start coming in. So we go back up to Splash. Is Splash coming in this lap? 20 minutes in now, 40 minutes to go. Is Splash going to make a pit stop? No, he's staying out again. Is Stu going to make a pit stop? No, well, he doesn't need to. He's on racing mediums. Oh, Chisenev. Someone's out. Here we go. Moz has come into the pits. He was on racing softs. We'll see what kind of tyre change he makes in a second. Again, one more thing. I'm just going to Check my audio. Yep, it's all good. So, in comes Moz. Was on racing softs. His tyre choice change will be... answers on the postcards. The time for the pitting is not quite as bad as at Spa is at Le Mans. So, Moz is going back out on racing softs again. So, 2-stop strategy there from Moz. So back up to first place, Splash really does need to come in. I've got a feeling this might be staying out an extra lap on those softs might start to be hurting him more than it's helping at the moment. It looks like the pit window for the softs was a lap ago or the lap before, but again, I wish I had the lap time data. Why can't I have the lap time data? Coming right here we are. So he's still got. We are at Campas. There we go. Turns 14. Coming up to turn 15 now. Lovely little corner. This. You get it right. You have to ease off there. Get it right. Gives you a lovely long run through Blanchemont to the final chicane. So let's have a check the Splash. Stu's, look at that, Stu is behind on racing mediums. He's still going to be able to stay out for a little bit longer. Chisholm is now up to third place, obviously with the shift in all of the pit stops and everything be shaken up. So here we come. Splash coming into the... Oh, he's doing it again, he's staying out one more lap. Wow, this is interesting. He's really giving it to someone those racing softs. Coming up to La Source, turn 1, misses the apex, drifted a little bit wide. Stu Selton can probably, I don't know if he can tell if he's getting closer or not, I'm not sure. Chisholm is in third place, Ben Collins is in fourth, the Stig. God's Gift got back up to fifth place. Big Yin is in sixth place. Berserker Boy is up to ninth place. Oh, Incy's there. Here we go. Here's Incy in 8th place, was followed by Berserker Boy. So Berserker Boy still on racing hard. Let's go for cockpit view. He's got Incy up ahead there. Incy's made a pit stop. He's on racing softs. So yeah, as I was trying to say, the pit length, the pit time of Spa isn't as long as it was at somewhere like Le Mans, which does factor into how many pit stops you should be making per race. And it looks like a 2 pit strategy might be the way some of the quicker drivers are going. Here we go, Berserker into top gear, barely hitting the revs. The clouds coming over, come over. That's going to affect tyre temperatures and everything. You can see it, Berserker 24 minutes in, racing hard tyres on the controller, has barely scrubbed anything off those racing hards. He's still doing fairly well. But just go up with Incy, he was the race leader at one point, and now catching up to Brian. Coming down to turn 12 through Tom. So Brian's on racing hard, Incy here with a penalty, which is going to be scrubbed off at Blanchemont. Nice, there we go, nice entry into Bouton. You can see him cruising up the back now of Brian. Catches up. Oh, he's got his indicator going. Oh, that was great driving. Great driving there. Let's have a look at that again. That is how it's done. So here we are with Brian. He sees Incy coming up. Indicates he's going to put over to left. His indicator goes there. Incy goes up the inside. That is how it's done. Top driving there from Brian. Well done, mate. Allows Incy through. So here you go, Incy's going to be slowed down, but it's just going to let Brian get back up, coming through. Up to Blanchimont, splashes into the pits. Stu is now taken over the lead again. Similar to, here we go, let's do a comparison. Brian here in 8th place on Racing Hards, down to just under a quarter of a tank, which is a little bit further ahead from Berserker Boy there on the same strategy. So it's kind of like working its way. All over the place. All splashes in as well. Sorry, I already said that. Splash is already in. Oh, missed the gear there from Brian. So, back up front there, we have, on Racing Mediums, with less than a quarter of a tank to go, Stu Shelton. Moz has just put in the fastest lap of 2:28.569. Moz is on a charge. Where is Moz? Moz is back here in 9th place. He's on Racing Softs. Go on board with Moz as he comes up to Eau Rouge. Splash has come on to mediums. He's come off of the softs, gone on to mediums. So that looks like he might. Oh, I'm not sure if there's a two-stop strategy or not, but Splash, that's a difficult one to see. We have to keep an eye on what he does. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Glorious shots there. Right. So let's give some people up front a bit of love. Stu Shelton had a very quiet race in 3rd for a lot of the time. On Racing Mediums, different strategy to the guys around him. Coming through, where's that? That is Campus. Turn 14, coming up to turn 15. But he's been caught by Chisnev. Oh, it looks like he's lagging a little bit. He's up to 2nd place though. Come on, Camus, find Chisnev. There he is. Got the race director's rubbish, isn't he? If you weren't lagging so much, you'd probably get a bit more airtime as well. It's Stu coming into the pits. He's down to 8th of a tank. Oh, he's just a little bit wide. Chisnev wasn't far behind. Here we go. So Stu Shelton into the chicane for the end of lap 11. Is he coming in? Nope, he's staying out. Is Chisnev going into the pits? Yes, he is. Chisnev into the pits. Just allowing Ben Collins a stick. He's coming into the pits as well. So the medium cut tyres are lasting about half an hour. Ben's done a bit more fuel saving there than Chisnev. Oh, they're all coming into the pits. Who's coming into that? God's Gift is coming in. He's on mediums as well. So the half an hour or 28 minutes gone or so is when the Racing Mediums are going off. There's Splash here in 10th. So we go through the field. Stu Shelton still out on Racing Mediums. He's on fumes in his fuel tank. Just putting the fastest sector time for himself as well. He's still in 1st place. Big Yin. Oh, where's Big Yin going? Off the track. That's where Big Yin is going. What tyres is he? He's on Racing Hards. He's still on that original set of Racing Hards. Where does Big Yin go? Gets it sideways through the middle of Eau Rouge. Keeps the power on, and then he's been chased now by Incy on Racing Softs. Coming up the top of the hill. Yeah, Incy's got a penalty. I'm not sure if that's going to give Big Yin a penalty. It looks like he came off the power in time. Can Incy catch it? The Big Yin at Campus. Oh, sorry, Lecombs. 7, 8, 9. He's side by side with Big Yin. He's desperately trying to push that Alpha's nose past that Subaru. Coming down to Bruxelles. Big Yin holding a tiny line. It's just like Brian's having a quick look up the inside there. Oh, Incy's not having any of that though. So Incy's now trying to go up the inside here. Big Yin manages to avoid contact with Big Yin to push him on. Didn't push him anywhere near the thing. Look at this line abreast coming into Pouton. Brian's got up the inside and Incy doesn't quite make it stick. Coming round now. Pouton, this is great stuff. On board of Incy. Has he got a run finally on the Big Yin? Coming round. Oh no. I think he has. No, the side by side. There we go. Ince's got through that Campas. The big Yin is going to get back because Ince's got a penalty, remember. He's going to have to scrub it off here at Blanchimont. But now Brian's sniffing third place. Oh, big Yin. I don't think he saw Brian sneak up in. He says fourth. Brian White. So Brian's pushed his way through into third place. Great stuff here. So Ince's had that penalty. But was it enough to let these guys catch up? No, it wasn't. Coming round Blanchimont into the chicane. This is great stuff. 3 different drivers on different tactics at the moment as well, I think. Brian's going into the pits and so is the big Yin. So Brian's going into the pits on Racing Hard. He had 1% fuel left. He's on fumes. So they have gone into the pits now. So Ince is now back up into first place. He's already stopped once. Changed for Racing Softs. Moz is into second place. And Berserker Boy, still on that original setup, Racing Hard, is now up into third place. The dizzy heights of a podium. And he can see second place above it, in front of him. He's been racing for 31 minutes solid. Still got about a quarter of a tank left. He must be fuel saving quite well. Berserker Boy in third. Splash back here in fourth on Racing Mediums. Rio Rouge. Chisenev racing hards now for the last part of the race. Coming around here in fifth place. Got a full tank. Chisenev is obviously not going to be pitting anytime soon. Look at the map at the top. If you look at the map at the top right of the screen, you'll see there's a massive gap between first 4 drivers, and then there's a bunch here led by Chisenev in 5th place. Stu coming out after his pit stop here in 6th place. Ben Collins is Stig in 7th. Big Yin in 8th. So all these boys have pitted. They've all got various fuel loads. It's all Big Yin. Big Yin, you just pitted. Did you not put any fuel in? Was that a mistake? We're going to go back to that. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's not put any fuel in. Is that a mistake? We're going to have to keep an eye on that. The Big Yin had an opportunity to put fuel in, but he didn't. Strange decision there. But in the meantime, let's go back up to Ince. He is down to a quarter of a tank of fuel, and his racing softs look like they're about 2 or 3 laps away from needing changing as well. Lap 13, 32 minutes gone, 28 minutes to go. Still undecided where this race is going to be going, I have to say. Where is he? So this is Ince at... Where are we on the circuit? Oh, coming up to turn 16. Yeah, here we go, around the building there for Blanchimont. Ince in second place. Sorry, Moz in second place. Coming through Blanchimont. Keeps it away from that AstroTurf on the left. You just about see the race lead up in front. So these two are on similar strategies. Moz is also on Racing Softs, and so is Ince, and they've both got up, but Moz has got a little bit more fuel on board. The Berserker Boy is still back in third place. He has not pitted yet, and we are 33 minutes in, and he's racing hard. Even on the controller, looking good. He can see third place up ahead. Nice tidy line there from BB, and he's going around again. Where's 4th place? Here's 4th place Splash. Coming through the chicane. He's got a bit of a gap between him. There's quite a big gap actually, as I just said, to Chisenev. Back here in 5th. I'm racing off, so Chisenev. Keep an eye. Oh, he's gone too deep. Oh, that's the lag. Chisenev looks fueled and ready to go to the end of the race, to be honest. So does Stu in 6th place. Oh, someone. What's going on? Is a blue flag being waved? What's going on? Where was that bit of flag being waved? Everyone seems to be doing what they should be. Not sure why that blue flag came out then. Brian back here, he looks like he's fueled and ready to go to the end of the race as well. So, yep, definitely Moz is catching Incy. Fuel load's coming down. Through, where are we? Oh, top. Coming around now to Campas. Here we go. Look at the tyre wear and the difference in fuel between the guys. There we go, look at that. Incy's nearly got less fuel, he's drifting wide, he's racing softs. Hurting him big time now. Moz can smell blood of being the lead in this race. Is he going to gain out of an Incy through Blanchemont? He's caught right up. Has he got enough of a toe to get him through this kink and into the chicane? Incy's backed off. Moz hasn't. Moz is definitely catching up here, coming into the chicane. Is he going to try and outbrake Incy? No, he doesn't. He thinks better of it. Incy has gone into the pits though, so there we go. Moz didn't need to push it too much. Incy's into the pits to start lap 15. Here's the pit crew of Incy. Wait, that's his second pit stop, which just means Berserker Boy is in the heady heights of second place on fumes though. Maybe that should have been his time for pitting. 36 minutes in on racing hard tyres. How far ahead is he of everyone else? Coming round to Les Source. Up to Eau Rouge. Where's Splash? Splash is not too far behind. So Berserker Boy's got at least one more stop in him. Chislev doesn't look like he's going to have to stop. Stu's not looking like he's having to stop. Oh, Ben Collins is catching up though. Ben Collins, the Stig. Definitely gaining on Stu now. He wasn't that close before. Oh, no. And then the lag kicks in and ruins the moment. I thought Ben was closer than that, but he obviously isn't. Anyway, right, so 37 minutes gone. Let's go through the field. It doesn't look like there's many pit stops to go. Well, it looks like Moz is going to have to make one this lap as well. Alright, we'll give it another 2 laps and then I'll go through the field, because I've got a feeling another couple of laps is going to be when everyone has made their final pit stops. Lovely livery there on Moz. Looks like he can still do another extra lap after if he wanted to. He's not gone to the red on the fuel just yet, but I think his tyres are starting to hurt him. Here he goes, coming around now through Blanchemont. Full throttle. Let's see if he goes up into 6th gear or not. It was around here that I couldn't get the Alpha into 6 up, and it wasn't until the kink to the right. Does he go up into 6th place? Sorry, 6th gear? Nope, backs out of it. Backs out of it. He's finally gone to the red, so Moz has timed this to perfection. I guess if he comes in now, and he doesn't come in now. Oh, Moz. Was that the lap he should have come in? Berserker, he's on fumes though. You can see he's been caught hand over fist there from Splash. Berserker Boy pulls out the racing line. If I knew how to indicate quickly, I would have done. Pulls into the pits, allows Splash through. So Splash. Let's go back up to see Splash. Splash on racing mediums, back up into 2nd place. With 22 minutes to go. Those racing mediums might be pretty done by the end of the race. He's been chased down by Chisnev, who's on racing hards. Oh, Chisnev gets it slightly wrong there. Oh no, there was a little bit of lag, but not too bad. Oh, missed the gear slightly there from Chisnev. Again, seems to miss the gear just a little bit then, coming up through Eau Rouge. So if you look at the map there, the top right, we've got in second place Splash, miles ahead of the following group, and Moz in first place. Moz must be coming in this lap because his fuel light is winking viciously at him as he comes through Puton. Now the Alphas get up to about 144, 45 at top speed. So we see how much his fuel saving is going to cost him as he comes through around Blanchemont. So I think he's starting to suffer big time, especially with those tyres. I think Moz should have maybe come in the lap, this lap, rather than stay out for one more. 20 minutes to go. Let's see what he gets up to. He's on fumes. Oh, he's still giving it the full beans. Yeah, he must still be on fuel map 1, possibly 2. Coming around now to the chicane. So what we do, you can see how far on the up in the map Moz is if you look at the circuit at the top right. Let's follow Moz and see where he comes out. Look at the map at the top right. You can see the other guys coming around. Here comes Splash. There's Splash in second place. He's on racing mediums. He doesn't look like he's going to have to pit. He might not have to pit at all for the rest of the race. But Moz was in the lead. Splash is definitely going to go into the lead now. It's a case of where is Moz going to come out from this pit stop. We'll stay with Moz. He's on 2% fuel. Here he goes, finally into the pits. Moz puts a set of Michelin's on. Fueling up now. Look at the map. It's got to get crowded. It's got to get crowded. I think Moz is. It says it's in 6th place already. There's a whole gaggle of drivers. Still not come out of pits, and they're all through. They're all past the source. So Moz is now coming out on racing mediums for the last 18 minutes. He's fueled just over halfway, and he's going to come out in 6th place, just ahead of Incy. He's going board of Incy, because Incy was a lead in this race for quite a long time. He's on about half a tank. Moz in front of him here. Both on racing mediums. Moz has got slightly more fuel on board. Can he keep it in front of Incy? Have to come back to these two to see how they carry on. But in the meantime, let's go up to the front. So Splash here, same amount of fuel on racing mediums, but they're obviously much more worn. Where's Chisnev in the circuit? He's coming around. Roussel's now, yep, Roussel's. He's in 2nd place on racing hards. Same amount of fuel, so all these boys really don't know what to do with the fuel strategy. They're all there or thereabouts. Stu Shelton. It's not far away from Chiz. Can you see Chiz just up the road? Coming through Puton. Can you see the... Yes, he can. He's just up the road there. Going to the campus. So it's all starting to concertina towards the end of the race now. Ben is following up behind as well. He's within a shout. The Big Yin, Big Yin, he's got the system wrong. He's down to a quarter of a tank, and those racing mediums have gone off. And then we got Moz and Incy back here in 6th and 7th. God Gift John back here in 8th. Brian here in 9th. Berserker Boy racing softs. Oh, he's short fuel. Berserker Boy's not got enough fuel, I don't think, compared to everyone else. Everyone else seems to at least have half a tank. Let's go through Well, you don't need to necessarily go through everyone, but we'll see. But it's a bride here, racing just over half. Berserker less than half on Racing Softs. Nick's about the same. He's on Racing Softs and half a tank. McLaren does sound nice. So at the moment, Splash is in pole position. He's out in front. Oh, I can see that there's a change going on. Mars and Incy. What was going on there? Let's go back. There was a change. It flicked over then. Does something happen here into the chicane? Lap 17. Coming up to 15 minutes to go. Incy's definitely caught up to Mars though. Slight shake. Oh, something. Oh, what's going on? Why is that flicking? It looked like something was going on there with the tower on the left. But Moz in 6th place, being harassed here from Incy. Big Yin is the odd one out in this party at the moment. He's not going to last 15 minutes with less than a quarter of a tank and those racing mediums. So the Big Yin is going to have to make another stop. Doesn't look like Ben Collins is going to have to, or Stu Shelton. So it's a race to the end now for these boys up front. 14 minutes to go now. The thing is, I wish I had the timing sheet to see what the gaps are like, because Splash has got a fairly big gap there. As you can see, he's coming around to La Campas, while the others are just starting to enter Pluton behind. Chisinov is just gone through it, but then there's a gaggle of drivers. Let's go back to see that. Here we have Stu in 3rd place. You'll see there Ben in 4th place. Big Yin in 5th place. And they're being chased and caught from Moz in 6th and Incy in 7th. Oh, it's coming together right at the very end. Let's go on board of Incy. He's as close to Moz as he's ever been recently. He's got a nice run here out of 16. Oh, he just had to back off there. That might have just been all it takes. Can he get a good slipstream on Moz to try and get Moz into the hairpin? Coming to full small. A little bit of lag there from Moz. Tiny lift from Incy. Nope, doesn't do it. Gets a nice line there. Oh, Big Yin has gone into the pits. So see where that leaves him when they come out. But can Incy get Moz at the top of Eau Rouge? You can see also Ben Collins and Stu Shelton are also close together, just up in front of these two. So these two here, Moz and Incy, are catching up to the two boys up in front. It's not close enough, is Incy. Oh, he's got a nice run here though. He's got a better run than Moz through Eau Rouge. Going to the Camel Straight. But it's not close enough. 13 minutes to go, 47 minutes gone. Let's go up to the race leader. Here we are with Splash. Okay for fuel. Tyres are looking a little worn. He's got a half decent gap. If he holds it together, it could be his race. Chisinov is on his own as well. He's pulled away from Stu Shelton a little bit, but he's not catching Splash. He's definitely okay for tyres. He's on Racing Hard. And his fuel situation looks pretty decent too. So really at the moment, it's a case of a battle for third, because here's Stu Shelton. And there's Ben Collins, the Stig chasing him down. Final podium position, just behind Ben. If we go on board with Ben, can you see more? There's Moz and there's Incy as well. So There's a four-way battle brewing for third place. We'll just go on board here with Ben while I just have another drinks break. Now we're back. So after 48 minutes, 49 minutes now coming up, we've got 4 drivers here who haven't put a foot wrong, closing together for the final podium position. Still a lot can happen in the final 10 minutes. But here we go, look at this, 4 drivers all scrabbling now. Closing together, this is going to be a close one for the last podium position. Mod still has the fastest lap, he said that earlier on in the race, 2:28.569. But we've got Stu on racing hards and Moz on racing hards. So what's the fuel situation like this? Coming up through Eau Rouge. Nice tie line there. Almost identical tyre wear, almost identical fuel strategy. Here comes Moz in 5th place. Incy in 6th place. And while we've got a moment, we'll just check on the rest of everyone. So God's Gift, John is in 7th place, coming up to Kemmel Straight. And Brian is in 8th place. Berserker Boy having a lonely 9th. As you can see on the map, Berserker Boy's got the biggest gap. He's quite a long way ahead of the Big Yin, but he's also nowhere near Brian in front of him. So he's losing track time as well. Here's the Big Yin, racing to the finish now in 10th place. And let's go with Nick up through Eau Rouge one more time. Oh, gets it slightly wide though. Nice cockpit view. Here back in 11th place. Lap 20. We have 9 minutes to go, so let's go back up to... Nice livery there though, actually, I have to say. Splash in 1st place. Still got over a quarter of a tank left. Long way ahead now of Chisnev in 2nd place. Again over a quarter of a tank. On his own, 9 minutes to go. So as long as those two don't mess anything up, they are going to be 1st and 2nd. But you can see everyone else, Ince's got something wrong somewhere. Ince's dropped off this group. But Ben has certainly caught up to the rear of Stu Selton's bumper. Was that Chisnev just in front? It was. Has Chisnev got something wrong? Didn't realise Chisnev was that. Let's have a look. I thought Chisnev was further ahead than that. No, he's not. Short shifting. Did you? So it looked like Chisnev was short shifting. Oh, I can't even say it. Short shifting. Yeah. He's short shifting. Unless it's the lag, I'm not sure what it is. But Chisnev's starting to fall back now into the lap of Stu Shelton. And this battle up through Eau Rouge. Oh, this is setting itself up lovely now, isn't it? Moz has certainly dropped Incy. I'm not sure if Moz can catch up to the group. Oh, Incy's also got a penalty as well. So Incy's, unless something happens up front, 8 minutes to go, not going to catch up to this group. So it's a battle for 3-way, and Ben Collins' stick is right up with Stu Selton now. This is the closest they've been for a long time. And also you can see just on the map there at the top right, at the bottom right, sorry, Chisholm is just up that road around that next corner as well. Nice little interior view. Can Ben find a way past Stu Shelton, or can Stu hold him off? Oh, it looks like the Alp's got a great drive out of turn 11. Coming to Pouton, hits the grass on the inside to Stu. Here comes Ben. Is he going to get him on the inside of Pouton? He is, you know. Yes, he is. Oh, is Stu going to get him back under braking into the campus? No, he isn't. So Ben's up into third place. Oh, that tiny little mistake has cost Stu. Where's Moz? Moz has joined the party. Moz has joined the podium party as well, but here we go again. Oh, the final three, right. Oh, I need to have a quick drink. Oh, this is glorious stuff here. So Moz is looking sporty now. Let's go ball with Moz. He's definitely got the legs on. Stu Shelton coming through Blanchemont. 6 minutes to go. This is a race to the finish between these boys. Oh, everyone's got wide. Oh no, Stu's going to get a penalty for that. I think Ben might get a penalty for that as well. It looked to me like Stu got a penalty. Yes, he did. He cuts up the inside again. Oh, he spun it round. Oh my god, well, the camera angle's terrible. Let's go back and have a quick look at that again from a different camera angle. There we go. So here we go. It's the Moz. It's going to get Stu into the first part of the chicane. He's got the inside line here for the second part, but Stu desperately trying to hang on. Gets the power too early. Spins up the rear wheels. Is Moz going to get Ben into turn one of the source? Has Ben got the inside line? Can he block Moz off? Looks like he's going to. Who's going to get the best run up to Eau Rouge though? Moz has got a really good run. He's going to get past Ben already before the start of Eau Rouge. But Ben's not going to let him go. He's going to get a nice run. Here is Ben at the top of the hill. Along a Camel Straight. Oh, he backed off a little bit, I think. So where's Stu? Stu's still there. Here comes Ben. Side by side. Schumacher, Hakkinen all over again. And the Nissan Toyota, whatever it is, I can't remember what we're figure it out. It's gone back up into third place. Great battle here. 55 minutes gone. That's about 2 laps or so to go. We've still got another 2 laps for this to go. Chislev seems to have got off a little bit. Oh, Moz dives up the inside of Ben at Brussels. And Stu's still there. He's hanging on. But Moz has got that Alfred back in front. Coming down to Pouton. Let's have a quick look at the fuel of everyone. Oh, Moz has got quite a bit less fuel than Ben. Or Mr. Collins, or whatever his name is, I don't know. So Ben's got the tyres and the fuel. Mr. B. Collins has got the tyres and the fuel. He can give it some beans, and they're starting to pull away now from Stu. Stu's going to hit the penalty system at Blanchemont, which is going to drop him off this battle. Oh, he's gone too wide. B. Collins gone too wide. It's dropped him off. Oh, is that just gifted Moz? Third place, and he's got a penalty for it as well. Oh, disaster for the stick. That's good. Oh, looked like Moz had a little moment there as well. He's dropped about a second down. He's going to lose more at the next time split. Blanchemont, I should say, penalty split. But he's chasing down Moz. Moz, who's done the fastest lap of the race so far. So we'll come back to these boys. There's 3 minutes to go. So we'll run through everyone's situation at the moment. Here we have STM Splash, still miles out in front. He's obviously fuel saving because he can't hit 140 at the top of the Kemmel Straight, which is the fastest part of the circuit for everyone. Coming through Lacunes, 789. He's got a big lead. He doesn't have to stress too much. Chislev. Oh, he's struggling for fuel a little bit there, Chislev. down to a eighth of a tank. In second, 3 minutes ago. Moz has not been able to pull away from Ben just yet, or B. Collins, and Stu Shelton's lost his penalty now. So Stu's still nibbling just behind these two, so Moz here in third. B. Collins in fourth, Stu in fifth. Incy is on fumes here. Oh my word, he is on fumes. He's got his fuel strategy wrong. In sixth place, is that going to cost him? He is dying in that car. And here comes God's Gift John in seventh. He's also on fumes. Brian here in eighth. He's also on fumes. Even worse is Berserker Boy. He's on even more less fumes. And his racing stops have gone off. He's in ninth place. The Big Yin in 10th. He's not too far away from Berserker Boy. Can he see Berserker Boy up ahead? He can see Berserker Boy up ahead, but we've got 1 minute to go. Now obviously if you cross the line, you're going to have to do another lap, and there's some boys out there who are already on fumes. Nick is a bit too far away to be caught into action. So here we go, Splash has started lap 24. He's going to have to do another lap. Here we are on board with Chisnev. 40 seconds to go. Chisnev's going to have to do another lap. Moz is going to have to do another. Ben's doing another lap. Stu Selton's going to have to do another lap. Moz is on fumes. Oh, this is going to be interesting. He's got to get another lap out of that car. Where's Incy? Incy's going to have to do another lap. God's Gift's going to have to do another lap. Still quite a few seconds to go. Not many seconds. 15 seconds to go. Is Brian going to have to go around again? He might not last either. It looks like the first person to finish is going to be Berserker Boy here in ninth. You can see the Big Yin has caught right back up. Berserker Boy, I was on fuel map 6 at this point. Short shifting for my life. It's going to finish in ninth place. There we go. And the Big Yin, it will be in 10th. Here's Nick. Give Nick some love. He's cruising as much as he can. He's going to finish in 11th. But let's go back up front then to see Splash, the race winner. He is on fumes. I am keeping an eye on what's going on behind Chisnev on his own. Moz has got a bit of a gap here between him and B. Collins' fuel is better. If he knew what the situation is up in front of Moz. But look at all these boys behind. They've got their lights are flashing. They're winking at them. This is not, their fuel situation is really dire. Where's Incy? Is Incy even going to finish? God's Gift John's just the same as well. They are. There's nothing left. Same with Brian. They must be cruising around. Let's go back up to the race leader, give him some love. Yeah, you can see he's got up into top gear, short shifting away. But after 1 hour's racing, and it's been excellent fun, SDM Splash got into the lead. It didn't have any issues for about the last quarter of the race. Got the strategy right. It is just... Oh, I've just seen a change. I've just seen a change. I'm going to go back because I've just seen this. Here we go. Moz has finally run out of fuel. Moz has run out of fuel. It's just allowed Ben to get up into third place. And Stu's going to catch his group as well. I'll come back to that in a second. But SDM Splash takes the win. Great drive. Chisnev comes around to the chicane. He's going to finish in second place. He's got no fuel left. And here comes Ben. Here comes this Gale. Ben's got in front of Moz. Stu can't quite catch him. So Stig is in third. Stu's in fourth. Moz is in fifth. God Gift John and Incy, they'll still find out as well. They're both on nothing. Incy's gone. There's nothing left in that tank. So God Gift John, excuse me, will finish in sixth place. Nearly spins it up at the very end there. God's Gift John in 6th. Incy will finish in 7th. Crawls across the line. And finally, in 8th place, he's run out of fuel. Has he run out of fuel? Not quite. Is Brian to finish in 8th. There you go. Thank you, everyone. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you again soon. Take it easy. But that's your race for the ESR Monday Night Endurance League at Spa. See you again soon. See you later. Bye.